Hello, Scott Rosano with Gigbuilder.com. This is lesson number 113, and we're going to show you the first way in order to enter a client. Generally speaking, clients are entered when you enter an event, but this is another way to enter them, and we're going to show it right here. First of all, under our Create, Client is a resource, and we could click here to create one. We could also go into Resources, Clients, All Clients, and see a list of every client that you have. Been following us since the beginning. We don't have any clients yet. This is our first time creating. So over here, we're going to click New. And New is going to bring up a client form. And here's where you can fill out the information. First name, last name, their address, city, state, etc. Username, this will be in the future, but we are using the password. Gigbuilder defaults to 1 to begin with. You can change it, of course. Access. This allows them to access the Gigbuilder planner. You can set it to system default, which shuts them out a few days before the event, but you can change that to something else so that you can make sure that your worksheets and things are done and finalized well enough in advance. So we're going to leave that alone. So first name, we'll just do Don Smith, 123 Elm Street. It already defaults to your own city. And then there we go. Now the next thing we do, allow pricing on here. That allows the client to see the pricing in their client center or their web access. Sometimes you don't want to see them, so it defaults to yes. Next information, some more contact, their phone information, their telephone number, cell phone specifically. That's mainly what we use anymore. But we do have additional numbers and things in here. Whether or not they can go ahead and accept text messages. Sometimes they'll tell you not to. This will turn it off. Again, we got some email settings, some additional email, whether or not we can mass email them or not. Miscellaneous, if we want to put them on a marketing list, whether or not they're a repeat customer, and whether or not we can use them as a reference, and we'll show that somewhere else as well. So you could fill in some of this information here, continue on to billing. This would be a billing client. Like, for example, if you're doing a corporation that you've got someone that you're actually talking to, yet somebody else is the one that does the payments. A lot of times it's with high schools, accounting departments, etc. That information you'll fill out here. If the event is going to be at the client's address, this will get filled out automatically, and it creates it as a mini venue in a way. We'll show you that when we build them in through the event worksheet, which is coming up in a few videos. Some miscellaneous information, their employer information, some personal stuff if you need to have that, their birthday, anniversary, that automatically pulls up once they're married as well, honeymoon locations, some social networks, etc. And then events. This will show you the events for this client. So it'll show you every single time this client has used you and where they've used you, and some notes as well. When we're all done with this, I can go ahead and hit Save Client. That client will save. It will repeat me back to the menu, and now you'll see I have a client on here. I can now open the client up, click to open. Now that I've got the client open, notice I also have a photo here. So I can actually build a photo for this client, and that's real simple. I'll just click Edit Client. And now that I'm in Edit, I can just click here and I can upload my photo just like I was doing around with the venues. So that is how you add a client outside of an event.